country rich in equatorial or tropical rainforests. 19.3 million hectares of Malaysian land is covered with dense tropical forests. Only 3.5 million hectares of forested areas can be used for development. These are mostly government-owned land. The equatorial climate brings hot and humid weather all the year round, providing an ideal environment for various species of flora and fauna to thrive in the Malaysian jungles. One of the unique features of a tropical rainforest is the great diversity of plant life, which are interdependent on one another in certain places. They consist of tall and shady trees, creepers, undergrowth, and shrubs. There are 4 types of primary forest in Malaysia: mountain and hill dipterocarp forest, lowland dipterocarp forest, peat swamp and coastal hill forest, and shifting agriculture forest. This classification of forests is based on their topographic locations and their positions above sea level. These forests, already in existence for millions of years, play a significant role in the economical, social, and environmental aspects. Among the important roles of forests in human lives is to protect and balance the ecological system. Forests also serve as catchment areas that collect rainwater in large quantities. The water is then slowly released through the rivers and streams, thus preventing the occurrence of floods and landslides. Forests also play an important role in maintaining the balance of temperature in a certain area. Malaysia is very fortunate to be endowed with such a priceless natural treasure. The Malaysian tropical rainforests are categorized under mega biodiversity, that is a zone of forests capable of protecting thousands of flora and fauna, which share the same habitat, each having a role of its own. The lush tropical rainforests also serve as a source of food for human beings, birds and other animals. Wild fruits such as tampoy, salak, keranji, kelubi, durian, kerdas and jering have a high commercial value that could bring lucrative income to those selling them. Low-lying, coastal, peat and mangrove seawater swamps fall under the category of forests which are 300 meters below sea level. More than 600,000 hectares of seawater swamp forests are found in Malaysia. This type of forest is prevalent along the coasts of Johor, Perak, Selangor, Kedah, Sarawak and Sabah. A seawater swamp forest is an important source to the economy in terms of its contribution to the mangrove wood industry. Malaysia has been practicing a good system of forest management since 1901 after the establishment of the Malayan Forestry Department. One of the aspects of good forest management is systematic logging activities. The State Forestry Department is entrusted with the task of surveilling our forests to ensure that logging activities are carried out according to the rules and regulations issued by the licensing authority. The pre-F census procedure is applied before trees are felled. This is to determine the structure and composition of each tree, as well as the volume of timber to be harvested. Malaysia practices the selective management system in her forest management. The authority concerned has given out licenses to effective logging activities in terms of work cost, while taking the environmental factor into account. This includes the mode of transportation in the transfer of logs, the time taken, and distance between the logging area and the factory. This is to ensure that logging activities would not be repeated in the same area until the next phase of harvesting in 30 years' time. Post-F census is carried out after the completion of logging activities. This includes the GCL treatment that involves the removal of barks from the base of trees and the cutting of climbing roots. This treatment is to accelerate the growth of new trees in time for the second phase of harvesting. In the effort of conserving our natural environment, logs from areas too far from the present network of logging tracks or from a steep locality are transported out by helicopters. This method involves less expenses compared to constructing new logging tracks which would damage the surrounding area. This mode of transportation is often used at the logging areas of Sabah and Sarawak. For areas easily accessible by logging tracks, harvested logs are transported out by San Tai Wong lorries. Logging activities provide a substantial contribution towards the growth of sawn timber industries in this country. Tropical timbers are renowned for their quality and durability, particularly those of the heavy hardwood group. Sawn timbers are exported to Europe, USA and Japan, apart from catering for the increasing demand locally. Sawn timber is mainly used in the making of furniture. Heavier wood or rubber wood is also used for this purpose. Logging activities also contribute towards the production of plywood for the internal and foreign markets. The demand for plywood is high in the building sector. The quality of our tropical timber is recognized all over the world. This factor has contributed towards the growth of the furniture industry for export purposes. Malaysian-made furniture, particularly home furniture, has been the popular choice among the international community due to their attractive designs, durability and lightness, as well as its ease to be refurbished by just using varnish or paint. Most of these export furniture are made of rubber wood and rattan. The demand for made-in-Malaysia furniture is increasing year after year. Recreational forests could in one way or another foster the spirit of loving nature. Bukit Bendera's recreational forest in Penang is one of the 70 forests of its kind in Malaysia. This number is expected to rise with the increase in population and the rapid growth of urbanization. The trend of today's generation is to go on adventure expeditions through wild, rugged and challenging terrain. This kind of activity helps to foster a closer bond of friendship and family ties among visitors, while they enjoy the panoramic beauty of nature amidst the chirping of birds and the sounds of wildlife. The roaring waterfalls, situated majestically at the edge of the recreational forest, never fail to attract visitors. This has created a flourishing business for petty traders. The tourists' awareness in maintaining the cleanliness of the environment contributes towards the serenity and survival of our recreational forests. The National Park, classified as a protected forest, is covered with lush greenery of mountain forests, mountain oak forests, highland forests and hill forests. More recreational forests would be created in the future in line with the encouraging growth in ecotourism. No matter how exhaustive it might be, jungle trekking provides a real adventure for nature lovers. The tranquility of nature provides a cool and refreshing retreat. Perfect as a place for relaxation, recreational forests could also foster the spirit of nature loving and enhance public awareness on the importance of preserving nature for the survival of our forests and their denizens. Crossing the canopy walkway is such a breathtaking experience. The various activities organized at the recreational forest not only help to enhance the visitors' knowledge, but also prevent them from getting involved in immoral activities. A wide range of facilities await visitors at these forests. These could, in one way or another, promote our tourism industry. The beauty of nature needs to be loved and preserved. A balanced ecosystem is vital for the survival of flora and fauna. The unique features and the great diversity of flora and fauna of the Malaysian forests have attracted many scientists to carry out their research here. Wild animals like tigers, elephants, rhinoceros and tapirs, already extinct in other parts of the world, can still be found in the Malaysian jungles. Our government is fully committed in the efforts to preserve our natural heritage. Such commitment should be shared among all members of society. There are more than 14,500 species of flora and 1,000 species of fauna in the Malaysian tropical rainforests. They thrive in a unique ecosystem which is interrelated to one another. Similar species of flora and fauna can be found in the tropical rainforests of Central America, South America, and Africa. Among the main characteristics of tropical plants are the broad flowers and leaves of tall trees, as well as shrubs. To ensure the survival of our forests, quality tree saplings and suitable areas are selected for the transplanting. Young saplings are first planted in a nursery bed before they are transplanted to the open area. Selected species from the dipterocarp family, such as Meranti, Keruing and Merawan, are chosen for the enrichment planting. This activity is carried out on cleared and vacant plots, which were formerly logging tracks at log accumulation areas or at the logging site itself. Malaysia has embarked on a new venture of establishing forest cultivation on a large scale. This is to meet the increasing demand for tropical sawn timber from the Western countries and Japan. Today, nearly 100,000 hectares of cultivated forests have been planted with species like jati, jelutong, pulai and acacia. Research studies on our forest life are regularly conducted by the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia, or FRIM, which is aimed at strengthening the progress and development of the forestry sector. Fully operational in 1986, this institute is responsible for all research work relating to forest and forestation. FRIM's scientific research has helped create an efficient system of forest management. Through FRIM's research studies, it has been discovered that a great variety of plants can be used as a source of modern and traditional medicines. A series of studies have proven the strength and durability of tropical woods in preventing the spread of fire. Tests have shown that tropical timbers are more resistant to fire and are widely used in the manufacturing of fire-resistant doors all over the world. To ensure the effective implementation of our forest management system, organizations such as the Malaysian Timber Industrial Board, Malaysian Timber Council, and Forest Research Institute of Malaysia have been mobilizing their efforts together with the Malaysian Forestry Department to achieve this purpose. The role of forests in human lives is undeniably important. Our precious natural heritage needs to be protected and preserved. More than 1/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with forests. For this reason, an efficient system of forest management needs to be implemented so as to ensure the survival of our rainforests.